Welcome to A Better Life. I'm your host, Hank Hennigan. And the first segment of our show today is Mr. Stephen McGee. Hey, Stephen.
Hey, Brother Hank, how you doing?
All's well. Good people. Stephen McGee's a dear friend of mine, and we spend a lot of time together, don't we, Stephen?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
About every other week, we do a 5K together for either in Baton Rouge or New Orleans, and we have a motto. We run in our mind, but sometimes we have to walk in our body.
Absolutely. Yes, indeed.
Good people. Stephen works for IBM, lives here in Baton Rouge, works at the IBM office here, and he travels all over the nation speaking to the IBM employees. But what's really is on his heart is an international organization you're part of, Stephen, to end extreme poverty, not only Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and across the nation. And it's called Results, results.org. And it's your passion to teach Louisiana political advocacy skills. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct.
And tell us about the Results organization and your passion, Stephen, for local advocacy, political advocacy.
Yeah, Results is an international organization,
okay.
and we seek to end poverty, global poverty, by the year 2030, and we really
2030.
By 2030.
Wow.
We want to assure that around the globe that there is a minimum salary, minimum education, minimum health that's applied.
Okay.
We found that the levers of poverty, health, education, and economic opportunity are the things that help people move from poverty. So we seek to influence our legislators to do things that support that. So Results is just a group of volunteers. This past year, we had over 725 face-to-face visits with members of Congress. We had over 700 media pieces that we published. So we're a very active group, and I am the group leader for Louisiana.
What is the number one issue regarding the issues you're talking about, poverty and economics?
The number one issue is actually global health and the reduction in malaria, tuberculosis, and AIDS. We're finding that is just driving poverty. But here in the local area, we think housing is a bigger problem. That a study conducted by Harvard has told us that since 1960, the rent has increased by 61%.
61%,
and income has increased by 5%.
Okay.
So we have an absolute imbalance for middle to lower income folks.
So Stephen, tell the people watching A Better Life, you go and teach these advocacy skills? Is that what you do?
Yes. What we do, we believe that if we elect a representative, if we pay our taxes, that taxes pay them, then they work for us. And if they work for us, then we should supervise them. And the way we supervise them is through advocacy. I teach a class in advocacy skills, first of all, identifying who your representative might be.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, we have a tool, a phone number that if you dial and message that number and with your zip code, it will text you back all of your representatives.
Okay.
So that's the first thing we do is identify who that is. Then we train on how to schedule a meeting, how to conduct a meeting, and how to get to action, how to get to a yes or a no from your congressman. You don't want to just have a conversation with them. You want them to take an action.
Congressman, U.S. Senator, a local state representative,
absolutely.
Local senator.
Absolutely.
And what about council people?
The same thing.
You might have tires in a vacant lot next to your home.
The same thing applies. So we train you on how to conduct a meeting, how to write letters, to the editor, and how to make phone calls. We found that our surveys have told us that those 4 things are more powerful than even a paid lobbyist.
Wow. So the people that you teach, you teach organizations? Do you teach people?
We do. We
churches?
come into churches. We come into churches and have the class. We come and do nonprofits and have the class.
Okay.
Or individuals. Sometimes we set classes up in local libraries and teach the classes there. But you walk away from the classes with enough power to be able to affect decisions.
Okay, good people watching A Better Life. We'll be right back with Steve McGee on results.org.